I'm Tia Porter, and this is Our Erie. On today's episode, we're taking a swing at our Nexstar Erie deal and taking a sip of our next drink of the week. So stick around because all that and more is happening right now on Our Erie. Today's Our Erie deal is one you want to grab fast. We're here at 5 Iron Golf for some great food, a great atmosphere, and an even better deal just for you. Inside 5 Iron Golf, it's more than just a place to work on your swing. It's an indoor venue where friends and family can hang out, compete, or even try something new together.
So over here at 5 Iron Golf, we have 6 TrackMan golf simulators. We have 2 duck pin bowling lanes. We have a multi-sport, so that's everything besides golf. You can do soccer, hockey, football, basketball. We have a full bar and kitchen. We do memberships, lessons, leagues, events, pretty much anything you can think of in an indoor golf venue.
For golfers looking to take their game to the next level, the technology here does more than just simulate a round. It actually breaks down your swing and gives you real-time feedback.
The TrackMan golf simulator, it tracks your ball, your club speed, your face, your attack, and that's all used during lessons or if you're trying to just, tighten up your skills.
And once you've worked on your swing, it's the perfect place to stick around, grab a drink, and enjoy a fun night out with friends.
So our late night happy hour is called 5 Eye After Dark. It runs the last hour, 2 hours of our regular hours here at 5 Iron. We do $29 an hour bay rentals. We do $5 drinks, half off pizzas, $5 boneless wings, and $5 dips. So a lot of play on the 5 here.
For guests who quickly become regulars, memberships make it easy to stop in, bring friends, and play more often.
Well, for $99 a month, you can become a member here. With that membership, you get 90 minutes Monday through Friday, and also Sundays where you can come and bring 5 of your friends in. You golf for less than $5 a day. You get 20% off of your food, beverage, events, lessons, leagues. We also do club storage here, and you get a free swing evaluation.
And if you're looking for a fun weekly outing with friends, the leagues here are another great way to spend time together while getting in a few rounds.
So our leagues run, we have 2 winter leagues, a spring and a summer. Those fill up pretty fast because we have only 6 bays here. You and 3 buddies come and golf for 2 hours, Monday or Tuesday nights.
While many guests come for the golf, the atmosphere here is designed so anyone can walk in and have fun.
I want people to walk into 5 Iron Golf and not feel like they have to be a golfer. I want them to come into this welcoming atmosphere and grab a drink, go upstairs, play some of our free games that we have, or you can grab a bay and try out golf for the first time.
And after all that fun, you might work up an appetite, and the kitchen here has a few fan favorites keeping guests coming back for more.
Definitely our hot honey pepperoni pizza and our boneless gochujang wings. Those are our top sellers.
And it doesn't stop with food and golf. The space here can host a wide range of events and celebrations.
So we do a bunch of events here at 5 Iron. We do anything from first birthday parties to 70th birthday parties. We do corporate outings. We do full venue buyouts. You can rent one sim or you can buy out the entire place.
Remember, there's only 50 vouchers available, each with a $50 value for only $25. So don't wait. Head to yourerie.com for this week's Our Erie deal at 5 Iron Golf. Get it before it's gone. Bruce Morton Wright, an educator and musician at Gannon University, founded what was once the Erie Chamber Orchestra. From its earliest days, the orchestra brought high-level musicianship and programming to Erie audiences.
Bruce Morton Wright founded the Erie Chamber Orchestra in 1978. He meant it to be an orchestra that would play for everybody, never charged for a ticket, gave wonderful concerts that anybody could come to, used churches, auditoriums, there was no concert hall, there was no infrastructure on the ground. He just used what he had and designed this community orchestra that would be available to everybody.
By 2018, funding challenges threatened to silence this community treasure. That's when the idea of Presque Isle Pro Musica was born, to keep Erie's orchestra alive.
It was founded by an endowment, the Buyers Fund, that really subsidized all the concerts. And Gannon was also contributing huge amounts. And they finally pulled the plug. In 2018, they said, it doesn't align with our core mission. We can't keep funneling money to this. We're done. There was outrage, there was grief, there was just a sense that disaster had happened. So I wrote a long letter to Walt Gaber, who was the cantor, the music director here at Luther, and said, can't we do something? We have the audience, we have the musicians, we have all the things we need for an orchestra. The only thing we don't have is money. So we started seeking funding, and we got the musicians together. They gave one concert not being paid at all, just to get us off the ground, one of the summer concerts.
Presque Isle Pro Musica is Erie's own chamber orchestra in residence at Luther Memorial Church. And their mission is quite simple: bring music to everyone and make life richer, more beautiful, and more healing.
We just want them to hear wonderful music and let it make them laugh and cry and think. People came in droves, just longing for this stuff. So the need is out there. It is perceived out there. People already love it and want it, because music preeminently creates community.
With a talented group of local musicians, Presque Isle Pro Musica continues on a shoestring budget, but with big dreams. And their concerts aren't just performances. They aim to create experiences that nourish the mind, heart, and soul of everyone in the audience. And above all, they just want the music to be fun for both musicians and audiences.
We try to design imaginative programs that, even though the forces are small, will bring people in. And the people who come absolutely love it. I mean, we don't disappoint. But we had enough money in the budget to put on an Oktoberfest, besides this sweet concert that was the whole orchestra. In the spring, in the fall, we did an Oktoberfest. We had brats and beer out in the parking lot. We had all kinds of fun German music, Strauss waltzes, and we ended with the Rakoczy March, I think. The audience is loving. We try to make it fun.
Beyond the music, Presque Isle Pro Musica seeks support that goes deeper than finances. Encouragement, passion, and community keep this orchestra thriving. To learn more or support Presque Isle Pro Musica, reach out via email at presqueislepromusica@gmail.com or visit eriepip.org today. Happy National Backyard Day. Apparently today's the perfect day to get outside, enjoy the sunshine, fire up the grill, plant a garden, or relax in the backyard. Except there's some snow on the ground. So instead of gardening, grilling, or soaking up the sun, maybe today we celebrate by looking out the window into the backyard from the warmth of our couch with a cup of coffee. Backyard time might be on hold for today, but hey, spring is supposed to be right around the corner. Maybe we'll try this whole enjoy the backyard thing again in a few weeks. Until then, happy National Backyard Day! It's that time of week again where we'll pause, sip, and discover something new. This week we're at the brewery at Union Station to discover our drink of the week. Let's mix it up. Our Erie's drink of the week is sponsored by Beer and Pop Discount Warehouse.
The Beer and Pop Discount Warehouse, yeah!
Hi, I'm Jessica from the brewery, and our drink of the week this week is our Irish Eyes. We are going to start with some Jameson whiskey, 2 ounces. One ounce of our creme de menthe. Half an ounce of cream. We are gonna add a little dash of sparkle with our green edible glitter. And this one gets topped with a cherry. Irish Eyes, our drink of the week.
Swing by the brewery at Union Station to try this week's drink of the week for yourself. Cheers! Our Erie's drink of the week is sponsored by Beer and Pop Discount Warehouse.
The Beer and Pop Discount Warehouse, yeah.
We hopped over to West 38th Street to check out a special place that's helping some of our favorite furry friends. We're here today with Ron to learn more about ears right here in Erie. How are you today?
Hi, thank you. Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely. Tell me a little bit more about who you are and what you do here.
All right, well, I'm Ron Steger. I'm one of the co-founders of the Erie Area Rabbit Society and Rescue. Myself, along with Linda Jones, started EARS. It all started back on a cold fall Black Friday in 2013 when we met up at a car dealership looking for an abandoned rabbit. And long story short, we rescued the bunny that day named Juki, and Juki is still with Linda. And that's kind of how we all started. And from there, the need really existed in Erie. As you know, we have a lot of very good animal shelters in Erie, Orphan Angels and the Anna Shelter and Because You Care and the Humane Society, and they all do wonderful work, but they deal primarily with dogs and cats. Rabbits are the third most adopted and the third most surrendered pets, and there was really nobody that was focusing on them. We started out on a garage, kind of like up on Peach Street. And from very humble beginnings, we had no heat, no light, no water, but we had the love for the bunnies. Over probably the next year, we knew we needed to try to find a building, and fortunately this particular building was up for sale, or the building next door to us here, we're attached. And so we bought the building in 2015. And then we built this particular part of the building, and the building next door we refer to as the Pink Bungalow. So we have two buildings, and we have about 75 bunnies here. And every one of our bunnies is either abandoned, abused, or neglected. We don't deal with the breeders or anything like that. A lot of these bunnies also were rescued outside. Unfortunately, people, for various reasons, throw bunnies outside thinking that they're going to be able to just meld with the wild rabbits and will coexist. And of course, a bunny that has been taken care of inside and now all of a sudden being thrown outside to fend on their own, for the most part, within 24 to 48 hours, they will not survive. So we have a very good rescue team that goes out and rescues the bunnies, and we're pretty good at doing it. We've been doing it for a number of years. The rabbits are not easy to catch, but then we bring them in here and they get, we think, pretty darn good care. They get cleaned every single day. They get fed twice a day. They get greens every day. And I think also they get as much loving as they can get every day from our volunteers.
Tell me more about this guy that you have right here.
Okay, well right here, this is a magpie harlequin named General Pickett, which is maybe an unusual name, but I will just briefly tell you about General Pickett. We got a call 4th of July weekend back in 2021 about a whole bunch of bunnies that were abandoned out in the county. And our team went out and we actually rescued 23 adults that day, of which General Pickett was one of them. And the reason he was named, I got to name him, the General Pickett, is it just so happened, any of you that are Civil War fans, he was rescued at the exact time and the exact date that the Pickett's charge went on in July 3rd, 1863 at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And that's the time that he was rescued. So to me, it was a natural that that had to be his name.
We just met Ron and the General, and there are over 75 bunnies here at Ears with some pretty unique names.
We have the band babies, one of which is Bon Jovi, who I'm holding here. We have his siblings, Fleetwood Mac, Zeppelin. We also have the gemstone babies, Flint, Opal, Quartz, Topaz. We have the babies that were born on St. Patrick's Day, Quinn, Jameson, Murphy. Then there's the H babies, Halo, Harlow, Huxton.
I just love your names here. Bon Jovi, I think, is great. Journey was Bon Jovi's mom?
Correct.
Okay, so Journey initially was in a foster home, is that correct?
That's correct. Any bunny that comes into the Ears organization must spend at least 3 weeks in a foster home. It's our quarantine period, so regardless of whether it's a surrender from an owner or a rescue outside, that quarantine period is very important. We obviously want it for health reasons to protect the rest of the rabbits here at Ears, but it's also an opportunity for our foster families to observe the bunny behavior, learn a little bit more. It helps us out when the bunny does come into the rescue and is available for adoption, because now we have some insider secrets as to what that bunny is like in a home.
For Ears, that period is more than just a quarantine. It's a crucial first step in understanding each rabbit's personality and needs. But making that kind of care possible takes a lot of hands, and that's where volunteers become essential.
With volunteers here, that's something that's really needed. Can you tell me more about what type of volunteers you need?
We need volunteers, as I mentioned earlier. We clean 7 days a week, every day. So we need cleaners, and we also need feeders, because we feed them twice a day. And right now, a lot of our mornings is where we have probably our most difficult getting people. And we have some very, very good senior citizens that are here pretty much Monday, Thursday, Friday. That is pretty much a lot of senior citizens. So not just senior citizens, but those seem to be the type of people that are able to come at those hours, because that's when we clean in the morning. So, but we use a lot of high school and college students that need service hours. They come a lot, mainly in the weekends, so we can use that. We've had ROTC students from McDowell, can use that. We've had Mercyhurst students. So anybody that really loves animals, and that's pretty much when people come in, that's why they want to come here, is they just love rabbits.
If you're interested in adopting, fostering, volunteering, supporting, or just learning more, visit eriearearabbitsociety.org or call 814-838-9732. Help a bunny find their forever hoppy home today. All right, it's time for one of our favorite segments, Where in the World is Tia Porter? I've been on the move, and we're about to show you a photo from somewhere I've traveled. Take a good look, because your job is to guess where in the world I am. Is it A, Belize, B, Egypt, C, Mexico, D, Peru? Lock in your guess and don't go anywhere. We'll reveal the answer when we come right back. Welcome back. It's time for the big reveal. Before the break, we asked, where in the world is Tia Porter? If you guessed B, Egypt, you are correct. Where do you think I should pop up next? I'll keep you guessing.
From taking a swing to taking a sip, these are the people and the places helping make our community shine. Thanks for spending time with us. I'm Tia Porter, and we'll see you next time on Our Erie.